The Senegalese president, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, has banned Lebanese women from giving birth in Senegal. This is happening in reciprocity of how Africans have been discriminated against, and reproductive rights have also been taken away from African women in Lebanon. The Lebanese, just like the Chinese and Indians, have also discriminated largely against Africans. The Lebanese have meted all forms of treatment against Africans within their country and beyond. I want to tell you a little bit of how Africans are even treated in Nigeria by the Lebanese. They are locked up in factories to work without recourse to local labor laws. They get unfair wages. They are treated like animals in factories and workplaces without respect and dignity. Lebanese don't respect even citizens where they operate. I've been a victim of Lebanese businessmen as well. Many years ago, I had visited one of their factories to buy factory generator sets. When I got into the office, the Lebanese was smoking right in my presence, right in the office, without recourse to the fact that I don't smoke, neither was it proper for anyone to be smoking in the offices where businesses were carried out. This is how they see other people who don't share the same color of skin with them. It took a bit of being firm to assert my right, because that is the way they view other people. And the way that guy and his peers were talking to other workers within the factory, and they also carry whips to discipline their workers, paying unfair wages, treating people as if they are animals that needed to have been whipped to do what they want them to do. This is how Lebanese treat other Africans, even in Lebanon. And when you move around African countries, particularly the Francophone countries, where they carry out major businesses, you will realize that the Lebanese control the economy, contributing next to nothing to those economies, but exploiting and treating these guys as if they are less humans than other people. I commend the Senegalese president if this is the reason why Lebanon will need to have a rethink on how they treat other people. However, I believe that this should call for questioning for global community to begin to talk about racial segregation, unfair treatment, and disregards to human rights, particularly women's reproductive rights. I want a situation whereby women, irrespective of races or wherever they find themselves, should be able to access reproductive and health rights, so that it's not about discriminating against one on the basis of races. Lebanese have treated the black population with disrespect. They have made so much gains at the expense of their host countries without giving any significant contribution to those countries. They have helped in corrupting African leadership without developing the continent. They get most of the construction jobs, yet they carry out substandard projects, and in some cases they ignore the implementation of such contracts. Monies are shared, and they cut away with the resources of Africa. They carry out illegal minings without recourse to the laws of these nations. This is the right step in the right direction if this is the only strategy we need to employ to make sure that there is equity in healthcare, there is equity in human rights. I expect the Lebanese government to have a rethink on its strategy and approach of dealing with Africa and the rest of the black population and the rest of the world. No man needs to be treated less than what they are. Be it white or black, we must think of humanity first, and we must think of respect and human rights at all costs. I love what has happened, in as much as it could in some way take away the rights of people, and at the same time, if this would have to create dialogue that will quickly see to the resolution of this pending issue, I want the governments to begin to rethink, realign, reassess what has happened and the relationships they have shared with Africans and Africans to the global community at large, so that we can come back on the roundtable and resolve these issues of racism, of unfair treatment, and have equitable redistribution of wealth and partnership that pays the different continents around the world. I'd love to read your comment on this issue, and I say thanks for watching.